An aspiration from parents wanting an independent sixth form college locally here in Nigeria. Instead of having to send their children abroad, we decided to set up Bridge House College. That's the number one rule, and we don't compromise discipline.
The teaching style is very different from India to Nigeria. The study level is really high over here.
Teachers that are also like lecturers, but then they still attend to your personal needs to give you that kind of university feel, but not taking it too far away from secondary school.
There was a gap, and there were yearnings and aspiration from parents wanting an independent sixth form college locally here in Nigeria. Instead of having to send their children abroad, we decided to set up Bridge House College.
Bridge House is an organization. We have the college, we have the counseling.
We graduate our students too early for university, and they need that 2-year preparation, and there are not many dedicated schools that do that. Bridge House is one of the leaders in that space, preparing people from GCSE, West African Certificate, to ready them for university entry, with the ideal age of which is 18. And we need more bridge houses in Nigeria.
Parents started putting pressure on us that they would rather we come up with something that will enable us see their children. When they bring them here, we see them through to placing them in university. And that's how Bridge House Counseling came to be. In Bridge House College, we run our own foundation program, which is 1 year, and then the A-level, which is either 1 year accelerated or 2 years, the regular A-levels. We are accredited and validated by Brookhouse College. Then we have Hull University accreditation, we have Bangor accreditation. So all these other universities, we send the curriculum of our foundation program to them. We send it through their international office, they disseminate to the academia, they all vet, and once they are satisfied, then you can start a partnership. And we have 28 university partners in the UK alone.
Nottingham Trent University, we're really proud to say we've worked with Bridge House College for almost 5 years now.
The great relationship that Bridge House College already has with Nottingham Trent University provides us with a great platform and a great stepping stone for students who want to transition from Bridge House onto Nottingham Trent University.
Our university partners understand our curriculum. They come in to talk to the students, so the students get to ask them as many questions as they can, which builds their understanding.
In Bridge House College, students come first. That's the number one rule. And we don't compromise discipline.
The teaching style is very different from India, from Nigeria. The study level is really high over here. And the teachers are really helpful.
Teachers that are also like lecturers, but then they still attend to your personal needs to give you that kind of university feel, but not taking it too far away from secondary school.
It's the family, and it's not a dysfunctional family. We sit, we talk together, we plan together, we work together.
You have to love your children. You have to respect them. You have to respect their opinion. And you have to listen to them. If you do those basic things, I tell you, your children would not, I will never want to let you down.
That we have achieved, and then parents have been able to trust us. It has helped the intake of Bridge House College.
With the schools I've sent my children to, I have been particularly blessed. Coming to Bridge House is no joke, you know. You have to have what it takes, not only to come, but to keep up. And they have come in, they have been able to keep up, and they've gone ahead to universities, and they're doing very well there too.
Every single person is passionate about their children's education. You can afford not to eat, you can afford not to have your own property, but what you strive to do is, let me educate my child so that they actually could be better future leaders of tomorrow and do better than you've done in life.
In a land less proud, we are the kings and queens, taking our races out. We got all we need, no cool friends now. In a land less proud, we are the kings and queens, taking our races out. We got all we need, no cool friends now. I am unwritten.
Hi, my name is Muslim Folua, and I'm the college ambassador of Bridge House College. And I'm here to invite you to the honor prize giving and graduation ceremony of Bridge House College. I hope to see you there.
Beginning, the pen's in my hand, ending unplanned. Staring at the blank page before you, open up the dirty window, let the sun illuminate the words that you could not find. Reaching for something in the distance, so close you can almost taste it. Release your inhibitions, feel the rain on your skin. No one else can feel it for you, only you can let it in. No one else can speak the words on your lips. Drench yourself in words unspoken, live your life with arms wide open. Today is where your book begins, the rest is still unwritten. Yeah. In a land less proud, we are the kings and queens, taking our races out. We got all we need, no cool friends now.
There were yearnings and aspiration from parents wanting an independent sixth form college. locally here in Nigeria. Instead of having to send their children abroad, we decided to set up Bridge House College. That's the number one rule, and we don't compromise discipline.
The teaching style is very different from India, from Nigeria. The study level is really high over here.
Teachers that are also like lecturers, but then they still attend to your personal needs to give you that kind of university feel, but not taking it too far away from secondary school.
In a land less proud, we are the kings and queens, taking our races out. We got all we need, no more friends now.
There was a gap, and there were yearnings and aspiration from parents wanting an independent sixth form college locally here in Nigeria. Instead of having to send their children abroad, we decided to set up Bridge House College.
Bridge House is an organization. We have the college, we have the counseling.
We graduate our students too early for university, and they need that 2-year preparation. And there are not many dedicated schools that do that. Bridge House is one of the leaders in that space, preparing people from GCSE, West African Certificate, to ready them for university entry. The ideal age of which is 18. And we need more bridge houses in Nigeria.
Parents started putting pressure on us that they would rather we come up with something that will enable us see their children. When they bring them here, we see them through to placing them in university. And that's how Bridge House Counseling came to be. In Bridge House College, we run our own foundation program, which is 1 year, and then the A level, which is either 1 year accelerated or 2 years, the regular A levels. We are accredited and validated by Brookhouse College. Then we have Hull University accreditation, we have Bangor accreditation. So all these other universities, we send the curriculum of our foundation program to them. We send it through their international office. They disseminate to the academia. They all vet. And once they are satisfied, then you can start a partnership. And we have 28 university partners in the UK alone.
Nottingham Trent University, we're really proud to say we've worked with Bridge House College for almost 5 years now.
The great relationship that Bridge House College already has with Nottingham Trent University provides us with a great platform and a great stepping stone for students who want to transition from Bridge House onto Nottingham Trent University.
Our university partners understand our curriculum. They come in to talk to the students. So the students get to ask them as many questions as they can, which builds their understanding.
In Bridge House College, students come first. That's the number one rule, and we don't compromise discipline.
The teaching style is very different from India, from Nigeria. The study level is really high over here. And the teachers are really helpful.
Teachers that are also like lecturers, but then they still attend to your personal needs to give you that kind of university feel, but not taking it too far away from secondary school.
It's the family, and it's not a dysfunctional family. We sit, we talk together, we plan together, we work together.
You have to love your children. You have to respect them. You have to respect their opinion. And you have to listen to them. If you do those basic things, I tell you, your children I will never want to let you down.
That we have achieved. And then parents have been able to trust us. It has helped the intake of Bridge House College
With the schools I've sent my children to, I have been particularly blessed. Coming to Bridge House is no joke, you know. You have to have what it takes, not only to come, but to keep up. And they have come in, they have been able to keep up, and they've gone ahead to universities, and they're doing very well there too.
Every single person is passionate about their children's education. You can afford not to eat, you can afford not to have your own property, but what you strive to do is, let me educate my child so that they actually could be better future leaders of tomorrow and do better than you've done in life.
In an endless crowd, we are the kings and queens, taking our races out. We got all we need, no more friends now. In an endless crowd, we are the kings and queens, taking our races out. We got all we need, no more friends now. I am unwritten.
Hi, my name is Muslim Kodua, and I'm the college ambassador of Bridge House College. And I'm here to invite you to the honor prize giving and graduation ceremony of Bridge House College. I hope to see you there.
Beginning, the pen's in my hand, ending unplanned. Staring at the blank page before you, open up the dirty window, let the sun illuminate the words that you could not find. Reaching for something in the distance, so close you can almost taste it. Release your inhibitions, feel the rain on your skin. No one else can feel it for you, only you can let it in. No one else can speak the words on your lips. Drench yourself in words unspoken, live your life with arms wide open. Today is where your book begins, the rest is still unwritten. Yeah. In an endless crowd, we are the kings and queens, taking our races out. We got all we need, no more friends now.
There were yearnings and aspiration from parents wanting an independent sixth form college locally here in Nigeria. Instead of having to send their children abroad, we decided to set up Bridge House College. That's the number one rule, and we don't compromise discipline.
The teaching style is very different from India, from Nigeria. The study level is really high over here.
Teachers that are also like lecturers, but then they still attend to your personal needs to give you that kind of university feel, but not taking it too far away from secondary school.
In an endless crowd, we are the kings and queens, taking our races out. We got all we need, no more friends now.
There was a gap, and there were yearnings and aspiration from parents wanting an independent sixth form college locally here in Nigeria. Instead of having to send their children abroad, we decided to set up Bridge House College.
Bridge House is an organization. We have the college, we have the counseling.
We graduate our students too early for university, and they need that 2-year preparation. And there are not many dedicated schools that do that. Bridge House is one of the leaders in that space, preparing people from GCSE, West African Certificate, to ready them for university entry, with the ideal age of which is 18. And we need more bridge houses in Nigeria.
Parents started putting pressure on us that they would rather we come up with something that will enable us see their children. When they bring them here, we see them through to placing them in university. And that's how Bridge House Counseling came to be. In Bridge House College, we run our own foundation program, which is 1 year, and then the A level, which is either 1 year accelerated or 2 years, the regular A levels. We are accredited and validated by Brookhouse College. Then we have Hull University accreditation, we have Bangor accreditation. So all these other universities, we send the curriculum of our foundation program to them. We send it through their international office. They disseminate to the academia. They all vet. And once they are satisfied, then you can start a partnership. And we have 28 university partners in the UK alone.
Nottingham Trent University, we're really proud to say we've worked with Bridge House College for almost 5 years now.
The great relationship that Bridge House College already has with Nottingham Trent University provides us with a great platform and a great stepping stone for students who want to transition from Bridge House onto Nottingham Trent University.
Our university partners understand our curriculum. They come in to talk to the students, so the students get to ask them as many questions as they can, which builds their understanding.
In Bridge House College, students come first. That's the number one rule, and we don't compromise discipline.
The teaching style is very different from India, from Nigeria. The study level is really high over here. And the teachers are really helpful.
Teachers that are also like lecturers, but then they still attend to your personal needs to give you that kind of university feel, but not taking it too far away from secondary school.
It's the family, and it's not a dysfunctional family. We sit, we talk together, we plan together, we work together.
You have to love your children. You have to respect them. You have to respect their opinion. And you have to listen to them. If you do those basic things, I tell you, your children I will never want to let you down.
That we have achieved, and then parents have been able to trust us. It has helped the intake of Bridge House College.
With the schools I've sent my children to, I have been particularly blessed. Coming to Bridge House is no joke. You have to have what it takes, not only to come but to keep up. And they have come in, they have been able to keep up, and they've gone ahead to universities, and they're doing very well there too.
Every single person is passionate about their children's education. You can afford not to eat, you can afford not to have your own property, but what you strive to do is, let me educate my child so that they actually could be better future leaders of tomorrow and do better than you've done in life.
In a land less proud, we are the kings and queens singing
getting invited to the honor prize giving and graduation ceremony of Bridge House College. I hope to see you.
The pen's in my hand, ending unplanned. Staring at the blank page before you. Open up the dirty window, let the sun illuminate the words that you could not find. Reaching for something in the distance, so close you can almost taste it. Release your inhibitions, feel the rain on your skin. No one else can feel it for you, only you can let it in. No one else can speak the words on your lips. Drench yourself in words unspoken, live your life with arms wide open. Today is where your book begins, the rest is still unwritten. Yeah. In a land that's drought, we are the kings and queens, taking our races out. We got all we need, no new friends now.
There were yearnings and aspiration from parents wanting an independent sixth form college locally here in Nigeria. Instead of having to send their children abroad, we decided to set up Bridge House College. That's the number one rule, and we don't compromise discipline.
The teaching style is very different from India, from Nigeria. The study level is really high over here.
Teachers that are also like lecturers, but then they still attend to your personal needs to give you that kind of university feel, but not taking it too far away from secondary school.
In a land that's drought, we are the kings and queens, taking our races out. We got all we need, no new friends now.
There was a gap, and there were yearnings and aspiration from parents wanting an independent sixth form college locally here in Nigeria. Instead of having to send their children abroad, we decided to set up Bridge House College.
Bridge House is an organization. We have the college, we have the counseling.
We graduate our students too early for university, and they need that 2-year preparation. And there are not many dedicated schools that do that. Bridge House is one of the leaders in that space, preparing people from GCSE, West African Certificate, to ready them for university entry, with the ideal age of which is 18. And we need more bridge houses in Nigeria.
Parents started putting pressure on us that they would rather we come up with something that will enable us see their children. When they bring them here, we see them through to placing them in university. And that's how Bridge House Counseling came to be. In Bridge House College, we run our own foundation program, which is 1 year, and then the A level, which is either 1 year accelerated or 2 years, the regular A levels. We are accredited and validated by Brookhouse College. Then we have Hall University accreditation, we have band.
In a land that's drought, we are the kings and queens, taking our races out. We got all we need, no new friends now. I wanna leave my footprints on the sands of time. Know there was something that meant something that I left behind. When I leave this world, I'll leave no regrets. Leave something to remember so they won't forget I was here. I lived, I loved, I was here. I did, I've done everything that I wanted, and it was more than I thought it would be. I will leave my mark so everyone will know I was here. I wanna say I live each day until I die, and know that I meant something in somebody's life. The hearts I have touched will be the proof that I leave, that I made a difference, and this world will see I was here. I lived, I loved, I was here. I did, I've done everything that I wanted, and it was more than I thought it would be. I will leave my mark so everyone will know I was here. I lived, I loved, I was here. I did, I've done everything that I wanted, and it was more than I thought it would be. I will leave my mark so everyone will know I was here. I just want them to know that I gave my all, did my best, brought someone some happiness, left this world a little better, just because I was here. I was here. I lived, I loved, I was here. I did, I've done everything that I wanted, and it was more than I thought it would be. I wanna leave my mark so everyone will know I was here. I lived, I was here. I did, I was here. I lived, I loved, I did, I've done, I was here.
Oh, you the queen,
You're the king, we get our aces out.
you the queen.
You're the king, we get our aces out.
Wanna die something like going on your mouth. Give me more than enough to go smile about. Hey, hey.
I got all I need in a world of gold. We got our champagne drinks and an endless drought. We are the kings and queens taking our aces out. We got all we need, no new friends, no.
What you call me?
La la comes back up, we got our aces out, we got our aces out. But when the sun goes down, and when it comes back up, we got our aces out, we got our aces out. I got all I need in a world of doubt. We got our champagne dreams in a land less drought. We are the kings and queens taking our aces out. We got all we need, no new friends now. La 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 la. We got our champagne dreams. La 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 down, and when it comes back up, we got our aces out, we got our aces out. But when the sun goes down, and when it comes back up, we got our aces out, we got our aces out. I got all I need in a world of doubt. We got our champagne dreams in a land less drought. We are the kings and queens taking our aces out. We got all we need, no new friends now. La 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 la. We got our champagne dreams. La la
No new friends.
I wanna leave my footprints on the sands of time. Know there was something that meant something that I left behind. When I leave this world, I'll leave no regrets. Leave something to remember, so they won't forget I was here. I lived, I loved, I was here. I did, I've done everything that I wanted, and it was got our aces out. We got our aces out. But when the sun goes down and when it comes back up, we got our aces out. We got our aces out. I got all I need in a world of doubt. We got our champagne dreams in an endless crowd. We are the kings and queens taking our aces out. We got all we need. No new friends now. La 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 la. wanna leave my footprints on the sands of time. Know there was something that and something that I left behind. When I leave this world, I'll leave no regrets. Leave something to remember so they won't forget I was here. I lived, I loved, I was here. I did, I've done everything that I wanted, and it was more than I thought it would be. I will leave my mark so everyone will know I was here. I wanna say I live each day until I die, and know that I meant something in somebody's life. The hearts I have touched will be the proof that I leave, that I made a difference, and this world will see I was here. I lived, I loved, I was here. I did, I've done everything that I wanted, and it was more than I thought it would be. I will leave my mark so everyone will know I was here. I lived, I loved, I was here. I did, I've done everything that I wanted, and it was more than I thought it would be. I will leave my mark so everyone will know I was here. I just want them to know that I gave my all, did my best, brought someone some happiness, left this world a little better just because I was here. I was here. I lived, I loved, I was here. I did, I've done everything that I wanted, and it was more than I thought it would be. I wanna leave my mark so everyone will aces out. We got our aces out. But when the sun goes down and when it comes back up, we got our aces out. We got our aces out. I got all I need in a world out loud. We got our champagne dreams in an endless crowd. We are the kings and queens taking our aces out. We got all we need. No new friends now. La 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 la. We got champagne dreams. La 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 la. And when it comes back up, we got our aces out. We got our aces out. But when the sun goes down and when it comes back up, we got our aces out. We got our aces out. I got all I need in a world out loud. We got our champagne dreams in an endless crowd. We are the kings and queens taking our aces out. We got all we need. No new friends now. La 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 la. We got champagne dreams. La 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 la. No new friends. I am unwritten. I wanna leave my footprints on the sands of time. Know there was something that meant something that I left behind. When I leave this world, I'll leave no regrets. Leave something to remember so they won't forget I was here. I lived
Okay, good morning, everybody. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'd like to start the proceedings by calling our invited guests to the high table. And as soon as I've done that, I'll be handing over to my lovely MCs that will take us through the program. First and foremost, I'd like to invite to the high table our Chairman, Board of Directors, Bridge House College, Dr. Alimi Abdurazak. A round of applause for him, please. Thank you, sir, for being here this morning. Next, I would like to invite the chairman of the occasion, none other than Mrs. Yewande Zaccheaus. Please join us on the high table. I see here seated amongst us our guest speaker of the occasion, Dr. Inyolua Abejoye. Thank you for correcting me. Thank you very much for being here with us. I'll also be inviting Mrs. Mosuro to please join us on the high table. And there's one last person, our guest of honor. When he comes, I will introduce him and put him on the high table. So without further ado, I'd like to invite to the stage my two lovely MCs to take over. They will introduce themselves when they get here. A round of applause for them, please.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, our esteemed guests, friends of the college, our chairman and executive director, Mr. and Mrs. Abdurazak, and my fellow graduating students. And I would like to welcome you to the 17th annual lecture and prize giving day of Bridge House College. Can I please have a round of applause for the occasion? Thank you. My name is Aderonke Adushola, and I will be your host for this event. But I will not be doing this alone. Here with me is my able colleague, the handsome, the eloquent Abdulkadir Seidu.
Thank you very much, Aderonke, for that wonderful introduction. I go by the name Seidu Abdulkadir, and I would once again like to welcome you to the 17th Annual Lecture and Prize Giving Day. Without further ado, may we begin.
The first item on our program is the national anthem. So, shall we all rise for the national anthem?
Thank you. Still standing, let's take the college anthem.
She's building a nation, she's building a pride, a team of potential, she helps us realize momentum provided for reaching one's target, stills love and truth that transcends you and I. It's Bridge House College, home of knowledge, success and progress in its totality. We'll always remember your words we hold so tender, flying the flag and bridging every gap. Qualitative education, bringing understanding, hope for our country and all humanity. It's Bridge House College, home of knowledge, success and progress in its totality. We'll always remember your words we hold so tender, flying the flag and bridging every gap.
That was a beautiful rendition. You may take your seats. Fun fact, it was actually by our very own alumni, Ife Oraka. Up next on our program, we have the opening prayer, which will be taken by a friend of mine, Faisal Lawan. So I'll give him a round of applause as he comes on stage.
Thank you very much.
Let us bow our heads in prayer. O God of all beginnings and endings, we praise and thank you for the gift of the school year. It has been filled with grace and blessings, with challenges and opportunities. As we come to the end of the school year, we voice our gratitude for the good things you have done for us, and we praise you for all who have shared in the work of this school. As we journey further in our education, we ask for wisdom to make the right decision and ask that you guide and protect us. We pray that you bless all those that have been part of our journey. Reward them for the efforts they put in to make us better people and bless them abundantly. May we continue to grow in wisdom, knowledge, and grace as we grow in age. Amen.
Thank you very much, Faisal Lawan. Now, we'll officially begin the program. But before we start, I would like to thank everyone here in attendance and for those at home watching. The COVID-19 outbreak took the world by storm, affecting various families, businesses, and the economy at large. So thank you once again. You all should fasten your seatbelts,
Get your popcorn,
sit tight,
relax,
and enjoy the program.
Thank you. Now we'll have the virtual presentation of graduating students.
Sorry, Ronke, did you say virtual presentation?
Yes.
Of graduating students?
Yes.
Aren't we graduating today?
I believe so.
And we are physically present.
And
why don't we present ourselves to the crowd?
that is a wonderful idea. You're making sense.
Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to introduce you to the beautiful, magnificent Ronke Ajishola.
Thank you. And I would like to present to you the handsome, ever able Abdulkadir Seiji.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you. Now, to present the rest of the graduating students, I would like to call on our favorite principal, the woman who makes it all happen,
the boss lady,
Mrs. Ayola Akinyege.
Round of applause.
Please join me as she comes on stage.
Thank you, Abdulkadir. Good morning once again, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for being with us this morning, whether you're joining us online or you're with us physically. Thank you for joining us to celebrate the class of 2021. I must especially thank the chairman of the occasion, Mrs. Yewande Zacchaeus, for finding time out of no time to be here with us physically. Thank you very much. Our guest speaker, the technology maverick, Inyolu Aboyeji. I'm certain our leavers will learn more than a thing or two from you today. Our very special guest in absentia, Major General Yusuf, representing the parent community, who all are very special indeed. I would also like to recognize the presence of Mrs. Mosuro. Thank you, ma'am, for joining us. But by far the most special people today, and the reason why we're gathering, is the class of 2021. Class of 2021 here. Can I hear you shout congratulations? Well done. Yes, a round of applause for them. They've done well. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I present the Bridge House College class of 2021. We're going to present them using me media so that the people at home can also see themselves being presented.
I wanna leave my footprints on the sands of time. Know there was something that meant something that I left behind. When I leave this world, I'll leave no regrets. Leave something to remember so they won't forget I was here. I lived, I loved, I was here. I did, I've done everything that I wanted, and it was more than I thought it would be. I will leave my mark so everyone will know I was here. I wanna say I live each day until I die, and know that I meant something in somebody's life. The hearts I have touched will be the proof that I leave, that I made a difference, and this world will see I was here. I lived, I loved, I was here. I did, I've done everything that I wanted, and it was more than I thought it would be. I will leave my mark so everyone will know I was here. I lived, I loved, I was here. I did, I've done everything that I wanted, and it was more than I thought it would be. I will leave my mark so everyone will know I was here. I just want them to know that I gave my all, did my best, brought someone some happiness, left this world a little better just because I was here. I was here. I lived, I loved, I was here. I did, I've done everything that I wanted, and it was more than I thought it would be. I wanna leave my mark so everyone will know I was here. I lived, I was here. I did, I was
Oh, you the queen.
You're the king, we get our aces out.
You the queen.
You're the king, we get our aces out.
Wanna dance something like going on your mouth. Give me more than enough to go smile about. Hey, hey.
I got all I need in a world of gold. We got our champagne drinks and a none less gold. We are the kings and queens taking our aces out. We got all we need, no new friends, no.
What you got?
La 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 la.
No new friends. No new friends. No new friends.
comes back up, we got our aces out. We got our aces out. But when the sun goes down and when it comes back up, we got our aces out. We got our aces out. I got all I need in a world of doubt. We got our champagne dreams in a land less drought. We are the kings and queens taking our aces out. We got all we need, no more friends now. We got our aces out. We got our aces out. But when the sun goes down and when it comes back up, we got our aces out. We got our aces out. I got all I need in a world of doubt. We got our champagne dreams in a land less drought. We are the kings and queens taking our aces out. We got all we need. No more friends now.
No new friends.
All 117 of the class of 2020. Class of 2021. Sorry, class of 2021, I beg your pardon. The world is waiting for you. Make us proud. Before I leave the stage, I would like to recognize the presence of our guest of honor, Major General Yusuf. Sir, please join us on the high table. A round of applause as we welcome him. Thank you for being with us today, sir. Ronke, over to you.
Thank you very much, Ma. Thank you. You know, as I was sitting down right there, looking at the big screen, I was seeing the faces of all my friends. I was just reminiscing, thinking about moments I shared with them in this beautiful college. I'm a bit nostalgic at the moment. I think I'm missing Bridge House already. It is well. It is well. Next up, I would like to introduce a special individual, a leader, someone who possesses attributes of great caliber, courage, finesse. She is our very own college ambassador. She will be here for her welcome address. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Moshope Folua Yusuf.
Class of 2021, the class of overcomers. Putting together what I want to say today has proved to be one of the most difficult things I've had to do. It is so difficult to sum up what has been a roller coaster of a journey for us at Bridge House College. Whether it started 2 years ago, a year ago, or even just a few months ago, undoubtedly this year group is a family because through it all, we're here today. We entered the school as children, trying to find our chosen path, but we're living as adults with our chosen path. We have completed a crucial time of our lives here at Bridge House College because this is a transition from high school into the university. This is a time where we learn how to make decisions for ourselves. This is a time when our parents' involvement in our life reduces. We have made the best use of the opportunity given to us, and now the world awaits us. Bridge House College has implanted into us the principles, fearlessness, and discipline to take little bits and build it into an empire. What I am asking from each of you and from myself is that we should take challenges ahead of us fearlessly and focused. It is not enough to simply get things done. That does not change anything. You should try to excel in everything you do. Aim for excellence in every task, either big or small. A lot of us, will try to be like someone else, or you try to be like a better version of someone else, you are the best version of yourself. And once you have a goal, you will reach your peak. Always remember, you're in a journey. While some may run, you may crawl, then you start walking, then you start running. Never believe that life is a bed of roses and everything is meant to go a particular way. I personally believe that life is a bed of thorns with a few roses that we have to pluck out to make life as beautiful as we want it to be. Look to your right and look to your left. Those are the faces of people that made you smile. I think you all agree with me that friendships are one of the best aspects of school life. The people who have met here are potential business partners, friends that will always have your back, and even potential spouses. As for me, I did not make any friends at all. I made brothers and sisters that stuck with me forever. So no matter how difficult life gets, we should never forget our school friends. A small text or phone call could go a long way. We worked very hard to get to this point, but we did not do it by ourselves. We owe a debt of gratitude to the following people. I would like to thank the chairman and executive director for their constant effort towards ensuring that our needs are met. To the principal and administrative staff, thank you for making sure that the school runs smoothly. To our teachers, thank you for so unselfishly sharing your time, talent, and knowledge with us. To our parents, thank you for supporting us in more ways than is possible to count. To the maintenance staff, thank you for keeping the school clean, especially in this time of uncertainty. To the kitchen staff, thank you for making sure that our needs are met. And to the security staff, thank you for protecting us. Let me tell you a bit of my story here at Bridge House College. I came into this institution as an average student, and I had a lot of struggle transitioning from high school into A-levels. I failed the Gateway exam, which is an exam for your teachers to know if you were able to continue your A-levels program. And I was advised to move to the foundation program. My parents and my subject teachers believed I could do it, so they stood in for me. I felt like everyone was moving faster than me. And since my elder brother was always at the top of his game, I felt a lot of pressure to be better than him. I finally realized I was on my own journey, and once I had a goal, I was going to achieve it. I remember calling my dad one day and telling him about the issues I had, and he told me that, my daughter, let anyone think that you cannot do it, but let your results shock them. And guess what? Today, I am a graduating A-level student, and I'm also the college ambassador of this great institution. So who says you cannot do it? You surely can, as long as you know what works best for you. You will reach your peak. Nelson Mandela once said, the greatest glory in living lies not in never falling, but rising every time we fall. My challenge to each of you and to myself is to do all you can to reach your full potential. The future is truly in our hands, so let us make the most of it. Always remember, we met on a bridge and we crossed it together. Thank you.
Thank you, Moshope, for that wonderful speech. A round of applause once more for her. Remember, we met at a bridge and we crossed it together. Thank you very much, Moshope. You can see why she's our college ambassador. Next on the program, Chairman's opening remark. Permit me to introduce the founder and chairman of Eventful Limited, a leading event company in Nigeria. She's also a founding trustee and past chairperson of WIMBIS, Women in Management and Business. She's equally the proud recipient of the 2011 prestigious International Women's Entrepreneur Challenge Awards and a non-executive director and chairman of several boards and non-profit organizations. A successful lawyer and banker, she is the chairman of today's event. She is no other than Mrs. Yewande Zaccheaus. Thank you. A standing ovation, please. Thank you very much, Ma. We're very pleased to have you here.
Thank you very much, Mr. MC. And from all my years in events, I'd like to say that both of you are excellent. Well done. I am extremely delighted to have been invited to chair the 17th Annual Lecture and Prize Giving Day of your highly esteemed college, Bridge House College. I want to thank the chairman of the Board of Trustees, Dr. Alimi Abdul Razak, the executive director, my big sis, Mrs. Foluke Abdul Razak, and the principal, Mrs. Ayola Akinyeye, whom I've known for many years because all my children went through Grange School, for the honor of being here as your chairman today. As we all know, the years 2020 and even 2021 so far have been extremely challenging for us all, whether we're students, parents, or teachers. The COVID-19 pandemic, which has ravaged the world and totally disrupted everything about life as we know it, has been a global crisis of a nature not seen in many years, in fact, in over a century. It is no surprise, therefore, that the theme for this year's Prize Giving Day lecture is a disruptive mindset necessary for thriving in any crisis situation. Wow. And what a crisis COVID-19 has been in our lives, in our education, and in our businesses. I am still personally traumatized by the fact that I was not able to have the pleasure of attending my daughter's graduation ceremony in Manchester University last year because it could not hold. Even more painful was the fact that she graduated with a 2-1, having taken those exams in her bedroom in Osborne Estate Phase 1. So it was doubly painful that having gone through all that, we actually couldn't. But that was a reality for so many parents. Many first-year university students have not seen their faculty buildings all year, as lectures have all been online. The social life associated with school and university life has been virtually non-existent. We have had no choice but to adjust to so many changes to the way we live, we work, and we play because of this global pandemic. A season of crisis indeed. And we know that many young people have suffered from mental health issues, which we trust that parents and teachers alike will continually address. So as you leave Bridge House College to attend higher institutions all over the world, what should these past 18 months have taught you about life? I believe the one thing you must all have learned and imbibed one way or the other in order to cope with what has now been termed the new normal is the spirit of resilience. A spirit of resilience gives one the capacity to continue to develop despite disruption. For example, being able to adapt to changing circumstances, incorporate new behaviors, and follow new processes. A spirit of resilience counts on the ability to let go of what makes you comfortable and understand that new seasons require new ways of learning and thriving. A spirit of resilience must have tolerance for ambiguity. The things you once took for granted may not always be so clear anymore. Life is no longer black and white. Many shades of gray are introduced, and you just need to find the strength within you to weather the storms. So why is the spirit of resilience so important in this new normal? Charles Darwin phrased it best. He said, "It is not the strongest of the species that survives, nor the most intelligent, but the one that is most responsive to change." A spirit of resilience helps you to survive and thrive during a traumatic season, such as we have faced this past 18 months, and gives you the courage you need to face a future that may sometimes seem really scary because everything has become so uncertain. So you must be flexible, you must be innovative, you must be curious, you must be audacious, you must be determined to succeed and willing to think outside the box at all times and in all situations. This is how you grow to have a disruptive mindset. This is why your parents have invested so much in your education. Typically, as human beings, Even though we know that change leads to good outcomes, after all, it's what will ignite innovation, evolution, and growth, we often resist change. We all like to be in our comfort zones. However, to become truly disruptive or discerning thinkers, we must commit ourselves to continuous learning and consistently remain open to new ideas. As you go into the world, you must learn to and be willing to respond positively to change, as it will come, for sure, whether through a pandemic, whether through an economic downturn, maybe industry disruption of whatever industry you choose to go to, maybe technological disruption. It may be incidents of terrorism, natural disasters all over the world, or even, very sadly, the loss of family members. However, a disruptive mindset is one that will shape your resilience. It will recognize that challenges are not permanent, that talented and hardworking people can figure things out, and that even failure is not fatal. This mindset allows you to learn from past mistakes so you can move past them and you can thrive. Then you can take the requisite steps necessary to develop the kind of disruptive mindset that will enable you to make your future years years of progress, growth, and continuous evolution. So what is my charge to you all today? To the graduating students, I wish you all the very best as you make your way in the world. The world is full of immense possibilities and exciting opportunities. Don't waste them. Remember all you have learned from this excellent institution. And madam, I have to say the words of your school song are phenomenal. If you go away with those words, you go away with everything. So take those words wherever you go. And I'm going to say something now, and don't roll your eyes. I rolled my eyes when my parents before me said it. Remember the child of whom you are. I know you've all heard it 1,000 times, but I promise you today as I stand here that it is a true and worthy mantra to live by. Remember the child of whom you are. To the parents, I congratulate you all. As parents, all we can do is do our best. You have given your children the best education that money can buy. It is now time to release them to fly. Give them the wings. Allow them the independence. And trust that you have raised them right and they will not let you down. To the chairman, the executive director, the management staff of Bridge House College, I say well done. It is an awesome responsibility to take care of other people's children, to guide and nurture them to a place of confidence, to go forth into the world determined to succeed. We recognize today your commitment, your tenacity, your dedication in grooming a crop of talented young men and women who we will help to take Nigeria to that place of glory that we all pray for. Once again, I thank you for inviting me to be a part of this occasion. Class of 2021, I congratulate you. I say go for it. May God be with you all.
Thank you very much, Ma, for that enlightening and inspiring speech. A round of applause once more for her. That is a great woman right there. Teach me your ways, Ma. Teach me your ways. One thing I took from her speech was the spirit of resilience. It's an important factor in one's life. Thank you very much, Ma. Enough of the formal talks. Let's get entertained. Here at Bridge House College, not to brag, we offer top-notch, top-level performances. And you guessed it, by our very own graduating students. First up on the list of performances, we will be having the set song titled Memories by Maroon 5. It will be performed by our very own Eva Onumbum, Ronke Ajishola, Kamsi Ochuko, Amanda Onkoji, and Daniel Abel Ajala. Join me to welcome them to the stage.
to the ones that we got. Cheers to the wish you were here, but you're not. Cause the drinks bring back all the memories of everything we've been through. Toast to the ones here today. Toast to the ones that we lost on the way. Cause the drinks bring back all the memories. And the memories bring back you. There's a time that I remember when I did not know no pain, when I believed in forever and everything will stay the same. Now my heart feels like December when somebody say your name, and I couldn't reach out to call you, but I know I will one day. Hey. Everybody hurts sometimes, everybody hurts someday. Hey. Everything gon' be alright. Go raise a glass and say, hey, here's to the ones that we got. Cheers to the wish you were here, but you're not. Cause the drinks bring back all the memories of everything we've been through. Toast to the ones here today. Toast to the ones that we lost on the way. Cause the drinks bring back all the memories. And the memories bring back you. Do 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 do. Memories bring back you. There's a time that I remember when I never felt so lost, when I felt all of the hatred. It was so powerful to start. Now my heart feels like an ember, and it's lighting up the dark. And I'll carry these torches for you that I know I'll never drop. Hey. Everybody hurts sometimes, everybody hurts someday. Hey. Everything gon' be alright. Go raise your glass and say, hey, cheers to the ones that we got. Cheers to the wish you were here, but you're not. Cause the drinks bring back all the memories of everything we've been through. Toast to the ones here today. Toast to the ones that we lost on the way. Cause the drinks bring back all the memories. And the memories bring back you. Do 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 do. Memories bring back you. Do 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 do. Memories bring back you. And the memories bring back you.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. You know, I would like to hear one of those high notes, but I don't have the facility for that. My voice is not. Okay, next up, let me warn you, you are not ready for the next performance. We have our very own fella in the building. If you should hear this boy blow the saxophone, you yourself will be blown away. He will be performing the song Wait For Me by Johnny Drill. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Daniel Abel Ajala.
I don't know when I'm coming back. I'll be gone for a little while, but I will keep myself for me and you. I'll be back for you. I don't know what the future brings, but I want you to be with me. I could hope and pray to make you wait for me, 'cause I'll come back for you. Are my praise, and I'll run to the finish line. My love will smile. Yeah, know that I'm alright. I will see you soon. Make you wait for me, my dear.
Wow. And I say again, wow. Ladies and gentlemen, if you are looking for an investment, kindly consider the up-and-coming fella. Please give him another round of applause. That was amazing. It is now time for our annual speech, which will be taken by our guest speaker. Okay. The guest speaker is the general partner and co-founder of Future Africa, a platform that provides capital and coaching for mission-driven innovators building in Africa. He was the Deputy Director General to Mrs. Obi Ezekwesili for the 2019 presidential campaign. He was one of the building supports for Andela and Flutterwave, two of Africa's largest and fastest growing technology companies backed by global investors. A World Economic Forum leader, popularly known as E. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give a big round of applause for our guest speaker, Mr. Inyolua Aboyeji.
Thank you. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning, parents. Thank you so much for your sacrifice in providing your children with such an amazing education at Bridge House. Good morning to family and friends that are here to celebrate with the graduates. Good morning to the teachers and the proprietors and the staff who have worked really, really hard to build such an amazing institution. And of course, most importantly, good morning to our graduates who are here to begin a lifelong journey of learning that will never end, but perhaps a few things that will, including homework and having to obey a few rules and of course, exams. I don't think those were much fun. Thank you so much for inviting me here today to speak at your commencement. It is such a pleasure. I'm always very excited about graduations because I guess I wasn't very far from having enjoyed one myself, although with every year it becomes a more distant memory. I graduated myself from Loyola Jesuit College in 2007. Seems like a world away, but not that far away. And was very different from the ceremony today, obviously because of the times. And I'm sure typically it's a much larger event and lots of pomp and everything. And I can assure you that the day is not less special, even though you might not be able to have the same level of ceremony. And I think that perhaps there's a lot more to think about on this particular kind of occasion, because it is a signal of the kind of world that we now live in today. Before I move forward, I've been asked today to speak to you about disruption, and I hope I don't disappoint, because although most people think about me in terms of disruption, personally, I'm not very much of a disruptor. I try to I try to not disrupt too many things, but perhaps I would suggest a reframing of the topic before I begin. And really, it's from the point of view of thinking about it. I understand the topic has been, developing a disruptive mindset as a tool for engaging in today's world. But I would ask us to perhaps amend that a bit to developing a builder's mindset as a tool for surviving in today's world. And the reason why I'm asking for that slight change is because, as we have seen, our world has irretrievably changed because of not just COVID-19, but because of technology advances. we could have never imagined a world where the vast majority of us would navigate through a computer or a phone. I mean, I'm sure there were movies about it, but no one really imagined that it was something that would actually happen. And furthermore, we've now come to a point in the universe where a lot of what we need to experience over the next 50 to 100 years are things that are new to us. Whether it's, vaccines that are made by computers. I think this is the first time I've seen people refer to vaccines as a technology. Whether it's Zoom, going to class from your bedroom, whether it's, having to live stream your graduation. I think everybody who wanted to be at my graduation had to show up, and that was it. And now you can enjoy your graduation with people from all over the world. And I think we should all give the people watching from home a round of applause. So there are definitely some benefits. But ultimately, it's a brand new world. And that's the world that we're delivering you into as graduates of the class of 2021. And so I feel a responsibility to say a little bit about builders' mindsets, developing a mindset of somebody who can build, because we're going to need a lot of you going into this future. Now, where are we coming from? It's always helpful to understand where we're coming from. I'm sure I spend a lot of time with my parents. I don't know about many of you. I guess at my age, they're usually a little bit more interesting than at yours. And they have better stories to tell. But when I speak to my parents these days and I ask them about what life was like when they were growing up, I got the sense that they lived in a world where their steps were somewhat ordered. People, they knew what to do, A-level for my father meant, he had to get his HSC, and that would give him access to a university. And from a university, he would get a job. And with a job, he would be able to marry and build a family and serve diligently for a multinational for 20 years and retire as a dignified individual. And all of a sudden, I'm living in a world, and you're going to go into a world where there's no offices. So it's a completely different world, a pathless world, a world where the world opens up from your closed bedroom through a screen that opens you up to the world. And it's the most incredible thing, but also it can be the most mind-bending thing. And we're very, very grateful to our chairman for the earlier point she made about mental health, because sometimes things can be very difficult to process. But again, one can dwell on how things are different continually and consistently, or one can see them as an opportunity to build. Yesterday, Facebook was announced as the world's first trillion-dollar company that was built within 20 years, actually 17. How many of us are 17? Fantastic. So within your lifetime, a company went from nothing to a trillion-dollar company. And that's the world we live in today. So imagine what could be built over the next 17 years. And I think that's where I'm going to spend most of my time today. How do you develop a mindset for building? In developing a mindset for building, I found 3 things to be particularly critical. And we'll go after them one after the other very quickly so we can get on to the celebration, because I try not to be one of those commencement speakers that bore you. The first thing is to be completely at peace with yourself and understand what matters most to you. You see, part of the dangers of the world that we live in is that distractions multiply. all of a sudden everything is interesting. And sometimes you can lose yourself in the passions of other people and in the expectations of the people that you love. The things they want you to become, the dreams they want you to fulfill. And on the other hand, your peers and the kind of lives that they live and the things that they feel you should be to belong. Well, one thing I've learned on my part is that if you have full confidence in who you are and you understand what matters the most to you and what you want to be able to build or get out of life, you're able to go through the world on a much clearer path that you build for yourself, as opposed to have a long roundabout journey determined by others. Because at the end of the day, you're still going to end up on the path that's meant for you. I'll use an example from my life really quickly. You know, after Loyola, I decided to go to university and study law. Because in my day, I don't know what it is today, it was either you became a lawyer or you went into the sciences, engineering or something. Still, maybe that's still the way it is today. And so in order to fulfill the expectations of me that my parents had and that society had, I went to study law. But I was very fortunate that in my second year of school, there was this startup craze that went through our campus. And I believe that was the year The Social Network was released. And that became my inspiration to go into technology startups. And now today I'm, indistinguishable for many people, whether I'm a lawyer or I build software for a living. Well, the answer is I'm really a lawyer, but no one knows. But what that taught me was, I had to go on this 4-year odyssey and get a law degree to satisfy other people's desires of me. And I think that was a valuable exercise because I gained some knowledge from doing so. But I thought at the same time, I could have been put on a path much earlier and much faster if I had stuck to technology, which was what I wanted to do a lot earlier. And perhaps it might not have looked like what people were expecting of me. Startups were not as sexy as they look in 2014, I can assure you. But ultimately, that was where I was going to end up. And so the first question you have to consistently ask yourself as you go into this world where the only expectation is for you to build your own path, what matters most to me? Not what matters most to my friends, not what matters most to the culture, not what matters most to my parents, but what matters most to me. The second question is, what are you building that lasts? It's a very interesting question, and it's something that I sometimes used to trip up new interns that show up at my office. Because you show up and you're like, I'm going to be here for 2 months, so I'm just going to go with the flow. And I'm like, okay, when you leave, what are we going to remember you by? We've got 2 months to build it. And what I've found is, because of the world that we live in, because we see the world through a computer, the barriers to building are a lot lower than they were when our parents, and even when we were starting up. Today, almost overnight, and I'm not very familiar with the platform, but I hear it's very popular, could go from talented teenager to TikTok celebrity. You could go from, interested in computers to becoming Mark Zuckerberg with the $1 trillion company. You could go from caring about the environment to globally celebrated climate rights activists. All of this is possible in the world you live in today. That wasn't always the case. And so today, more so than any other time, you have an opportunity to put your stamp on the sands of time much earlier than anybody ever could. You don't need a 4-year degree to do that. A Bridge House College education was a solid foundation for you to do that. But you can start doing that today with your phone, with your computer, with your blogging or Medium, whatever. And all of a sudden, the world is a lot more flat. And now, in the age of coronavirus, where everybody else is stuck to their phones, it's become even more so. That the propensity for you to build things that last lies right in your hand. And it's now a function of whether you're going to seize that opportunity to create value, or whether you're just going to wait and consume stuff. Whether you're going to be the one who always uses Facebook but can't build it, or always watches videos but has nothing to say, or argues about the climate or whatever else matters to you but can't make a statement about it. Again, what are you building that lasts? And then the third question is, how will the things that you build, what would you make possible by the things that you build today? And it's something that, for me personally as an entrepreneur, always rings in my head. Oftentimes, especially in this day and age, there's a lot of talk about self-care and about putting yourself first and taking care of yourself. And there's an industry around self-aggrandizement. But you know, one of the things that my Jesuit education drummed into me was the need for you to understand that at the very core of life is others. Others make you. You are because they are, and they are because you are. And so as we build, the right mindset cannot be that we build for ourselves, because that is at the root of the destruction of entire societies. The mentality that the only reason to build is so you can personally benefit from building. At the end of the day, people who think that way don't end up building things that are important. The right mentality to have is that by building, you have an opportunity to serve others. And again, that has to be the question in your mind. What am I going to make possible for others by the things that I build today? And that's really what distinguishes between fluff and value at the end of the day. So again, I'll repeat the 3 creeds of the builder, right? The first one is, if you don't mind repeating after me, what matters most to you and why? First one is? The second one is, what are you building that lasts? And the third one is, what will you make possible by what you build today? Well, in closing, I find that whenever I speak to graduating audiences, there's often a bit of a sense of time where you've just been through 6 years of an experience that felt like 50 years. And it's not until you've left these 4 walls that you understand how finite and how short time really is. 16 years ago myself, I sat down in the same seats as you at my own graduation. And the parting words to me were given in Latin. And it's an interesting word. It says it's ite inflammate omnia. And what does that mean? Go out and set the world on fire. And so today, I pass along those Latin parting words to you as well, in the hope that they inspire you to be not disruptors, but builders. So please go out and set the world on fire. Congratulations. Thank you.
Please give him another round of applause. Go out and set the world on fire. We truly have the opportunity to put our stamp in the hands of time. As for me, what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to go home, delete my Instagram, and build my own. Thank you so much. Stay tuned. Bridge House College is not only the home of knowledge, it is also the home of talent. So now we'll be having our second performances of the day. Shall I introduce Eva Onumbu and Kamsi Yochukum as they come to give their spoken word presentation titled Succeed by Julia Herbert.
I hear that they've switched it, so I'll give them the floor. Come and do your spoken word. I'm so sorry. That's what happens when you work with teenagers, independent-minded. It's their day, so I go with them. Please.
Congrats, bravo, you did it. Now, on to the next chapters of your life.
It won't be all cherries and roses.
But keep thinking positive and walk through that strive.
Each time we move on to something different,
We sometimes hold our expectations high.
Try not to be disappointed, but see all the good.
So you will be strong and we can watch you fly. Graduation is an amazing thing.
You stuck with it and showed you can.
Many people are excited
and impressed. Can't forget how you made me a fan. I wish you all the best in your future.
Maybe everything you want and need.
I see great things to come your way.
You have what it takes to succeed. Thank you.
Thank you so much for that. You have what it takes to succeed. I have what it takes to succeed. That was very impressive. Now we'll be moving on to the presentation of certificates, awards, and prizes, once again by our favorite principal, Mrs. Ayola Akinyoye. A standing ovation, please.
Thank you. Ronke, thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, please have your seat. Thank you very much. So the moment we've been waiting for, part of the reasons why we're gathered, and I will make it as brief as I can without taking away from the honor that goes with presenting prizes. So it gives me great pleasure to announce our prize winners this year. But before I do that, I must take time to say it's been a tough year for everyone, and it is appropriate that I publicly recognize the hard work put in by everyone to get us here today. And by everyone, I actually mean everyone. The teaching staff, the administrative staff, the students, the parents, and my directors. They've been wonderful. Teamwork, focus, and commitment is what got us through a period of unimaginable disruption and sudden change. Every member of the class of 2021 demonstrated resilience, which is essential for success in life. So you are all successful in your own right and have every reason to be proud. Before I start to call out the recipients today, I must acknowledge my co-teachers. They're not here, for I am first and foremost a teacher. I am delighted and indeed honored to have worked alongside some of the best educators I have had the privilege of knowing. Their drive, passion, and determination, underpinned by their skill, knowledge, and empathy, has seen teaching and learning continue to record progress and achievement as evidenced by our recent Cambridge Awards. The Cambridge Learner Awards is given or issued in recognition of outstanding achievements, and they are issued to learners who have attained the highest marks in a subject, providing the minimum grade threshold for that award category has been met. Can I have the Cambridge Learner Awards up? This year, Cambridge issued 6 awards to the following Bridge House College students. And I will just call them for recognition because the awards will be sent to us by Cambridge later, and we'll be informing the students to come and collect it. So this year we won Top in the World by Cherish. Do we have the slide, or we don't have the slide? Okay, we don't have the slide. So Top in the World in law went to Cherish. We have a Top in Nigeria, Physics, that went to Faisal Lawan. And we had 4 High Achievement Awards. We got the High Achievement Award in Biology, and that went to Aishat Tajuddin. We got 2 High Achievement Awards in Business, went to Amaka Okereke and Isan Konike. And we got a High Achievement Award in Sociology, and that went to Cherish Daniel Markson as well. So now I move to the Bridge House College Awards, and I would like to start with the A-Level Awards. The A-Level Awards that the Bridge House College presents is a combination of subject awards and best in department. And to present these awards, I would like to call none other than Mr. Builder himself, Mr. Iyolua Aboyeji. Please a round of applause as he joins me to hand out these awards. And the first award, Best Graduating Students in Biology. Yes, so you stand here. Let's move the podium. Can I have help moving the podium? So we shouldn't move it so that it doesn't fall off. Okay, so we'll do it like this. Okay. Best Graduating Students in Biology is Aishat Tajuddin. Is she here? Where's the photographer? He's right here. And the award comes with a cash gift. Congratulations, Aisha. The next person I'm calling up. Have you taken your picture? Maybe you should come forward. Yeah, okay. The next person I'm calling, Best Graduating Student in Psychology. Halima Abdullahi Musa. Okay, all right. The next set of awards is a two-subject award. And the lady I'm going to call, the young lady I'm going to call, is the best graduating student in law and the best graduating student in sociology, Amaka Okereke. To borrow hands. Thank you very much. Have a seat. A round of applause, please. So I move on to the second category of the A-Level Awards. And to help me present this, I'd like to invite Major General Yusuf, a representative of the parent community, and our special guest of honor, please. Thank you, sir. And father of our college ambassador. I forgot to add that, yes. And the first person I'd like to call, the best graduating student in business, the best graduating student in economics, and the best graduating student in A2 is Isan Kanike Gimbaya. So, yeah, put it like that. Now I would move on to the next student I'm going to call is the best graduating student in chemistry. He's the best graduating student in physics. He's the best graduating student in information technology. He's the best graduating student in mathematics. And of course, he's my best A2 graduating student, Faisal Lawan. Do you need help? Congratulations, Faisal. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you. So I move very quickly to UFP. To hand out these awards, okay, so let me tell you about the foundation stage. Next, we move on to the foundation stage, and the awards are similar to the A-level awards. They're subject awards and best in department awards. To hand out these awards, I'd like to invite a good friend of the house. She's a qualified teacher at all levels, having obtained a first degree and a master's degree in education. She's a one-time president of NAPS, Alimosho chapter, and the proprietress of Kiddies Access Nursery, Primary, and Universal College, which she established in 1999. She's none other than Mrs. Oluwakemi Mosuru. Please welcome Mrs. Mosuru to the podium. So the first UFP award I'm going to call is the best graduating student in economics UFP, Anike Ogunwumi. Best graduating student in accounting, Aziz Moshood Yonyisola. See here, he is. Congratulations. Best graduating student in fine arts, Ite Uwem Daniel. Best graduating student in business, UFP, Kamsio Chuku Eze Roma. Best graduating student in biology, Michelle Akpofure. Is Michelle here? She's not around, okay. Best graduating student in chemistry, Okemute Komori. Is she here? Is Komori here? Okay, he's here. Thank you very much, ma'am. Thank you. It's a round of applause. For the second half of the foundation awards, I'd like to share a brief story. Many years ago, as a young and rather inexperienced head of school, I had my first encounter with our chairman of occasion today. She sat in the school concert I organized and was very kind to walk up to me afterwards to give me candid but very constructive feedback. I've observed and watched her from afar ever since. Her attributes of forthrightness and candor has not changed. This year again, I know I will get the same kind of support, feedback, as I got all those years back then. It is indeed a pleasure to invite Mrs. Yewande Zaccheaus to the podium. And so for the next award, very interesting. Best graduating student in psychology, best graduating student in sociology, best graduating student in law, best graduating student, of course, in social science UFP is Adirunke Ajisola. The best graduating student in com skills is also the best graduating student in computing, also the best graduating student in mathematics, also the best graduating students in physics, and that makes the candidate the best graduating student in UFP science, Olomodosi Ifeoluwa. Thank you very much, Mrs. Zaccheaus. So I now have the last set of awards, which are special awards. The next set of awards are very dear to me because they're in recognition of the can-do spirit that Bridge House College stands for. It's a celebration of resilience, grit, and staying power that is necessary to achieve success. These students made the great improvement from where they were when they joined us to where they are now by sheer doggedness. To hand out these awards is none other than our most diligent, reliable, and steadfast board chairman, Dr. Abdurazak. Please join me on the podium, sir. So the most improved awards, the most improved student in A2 social science is Boluwatife Thomas Oroga. Most improved student in A2 science is Brian Obidike.
So I must win. I'm in the vibe I can live. Nobody really knows tomorrow. That's the way. When I sell planting, get them there. He don't play when you point on the red. Me and the hustle.
The most improved student in UFP science is Emmanuel Madukwe.
Anytime I come here, give them fire. All of my guys, me, I link them higher. And I'm still that
And the most improved student in UFP social science is Samson Vokes. See here. He's here. Samson, where are you? He's not here. Oh, okay. Thank you very much, Chairman. Samson is not here, so I'll take that from you. We'll find a way of getting it to him. That's all. Thank you very much. The final award of the day is not a surprise, but I'll tell you about the award. It's the award for the College Ambassador. But the College Ambassador is the student who typifies the Bridge House College student as envisioned by the proprietress of the college. So it is just appropriate that to present this award is none other than the visionary par excellence and our executive director, Mrs. F.K. Abdurazak. Please join me on the podium. And I would like to invite her dad, General Yusuf, to please join us as we hand Moshokpe Foluwa Yusuf her award as our outgoing college ambassador.
In the early 90s, that was the beginning. Mama had me, she was definitely smiling. Finally a boy, she was very, very happy. She prayed for those.
And so, Moshokpe, I always say, and I'll say that to you as well, in the history of this college, there will never be a time when you stop being our college ambassador. And I'm sure you know what the name ambassador means. It means every time, in every place, you remain the example of Bridge House College. It's a huge responsibility, but I know that you're more than able to discharge that duty with diligence. Congratulations. We wish you well as you go forth. Ladies and gentlemen, those are our prize winners for the year 2020-2021. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ma. We really appreciate it. Thank you. Yes, ma'am. Thank you. Hard work truly pays off. Shall we give another round of applause for the awardees? Okay. Now we'll be showing the pre-recorded video of university scholarships. Over to the technical team. Thank you.
Hello, greetings from Dundee. My name's Prof. Peter. I'm the University of Dundee's Academic Lead for Africa, and it's my great pleasure to speak to you today and to wish you all the very, very best on your graduation this year. Again, it's been another tremendously difficult year for all of you and for all of us and for everybody studying across the world, but you've done so tremendously well, and I wish you all the very, very best of success as you now go on to join universities across the world and be wonderful ambassadors for Bridge House College. Here at Dundee, we've got really strong links for Bridge House. Many of your alumni are doing incredibly well here in their studies. Today, I'd like to pay particular tribute to the student who's going to come to join us next year to study biochemistry, and that's Michelle Akpofure. Michelle, we're really looking forward to welcoming you. Many, many congratulations on your £5,000 annual scholarship, and we're sure you're going to have a great time when you come here. I'd also like to pay tribute to the Mooting members of the Bridge House College team who did so well in the University of Dundee's African Mooting competition. And particularly a big shout out for Aderonke Ajisola, who was the top overall mooter in our competition. So I wish you all a wonderful day, have a great, great celebration, and the very, very best of luck.
Hello everyone, my name is Dami Owosekun. I am the country representative for the University of Sheffield in Nigeria. On behalf of everyone at the University of Sheffield, I would like to say a huge congratulations to all the students who are graduating from Bridge House College today. This is a huge achievement, and with continuous hard work, you will continue to excel and succeed. I would also like to extend congratulations to all the staff at Bridge House College who have made today possible. Finally, I would like to announce the winner of the University of Sheffield International Merit Scholarship. The recipient of this award will get a 50% tuition discount, which continues throughout their years of undergraduate study at the University of Sheffield. The winner of this award for this year is Miss Aderonke Ajisola. Well done, and well done to everyone. And we look forward to welcoming you and every other student who has applied to the University of Sheffield in September. Have a great day. Bye-bye.
Shall we give another round of applause? Thank you. Now we're going to be having the second and the last performance for today, which is Stand Up by Cynthia Erivo, and it will be sung by no other than Eva Onumbu. Please join me to welcome her on stage.
Walking with my
face turned to the sun. Weight on my shoulders, a bullet in my gun. Oh, I got eyes in the back of my head, just in case I have to run. I do what I can when I can, while I can for my people. While the clouds roll back and the stars fill the night, that's when I'm gonna stand up, take my people with me. Together we are going to a brand new home, far across the river. Can you hear freedom calling, calling me to enter? Gonna keep on keeping on, I can feel it in my bones. before the sun begins to shine. We're gonna start moving towards that separating line. I'm wading through muddy waters. You know I got a made up mind, and I don't mind if I lose any blood on the way to salvation. And I will fight with the strength that I got until I die. So I'm gonna stand up, take my people with me. Together we are going to a brand new home. Far across the river, can you hear freedom calling, calling me to answer? Gonna keep on keeping on. And I know what's around the bend might be hard to face 'cause I'm alone, and I just might fail, but Lord knows I tried. Sure stars fill up the sky. Stand up, people with me. Together we are going to a brand new home. Far across the river, can you hear freedom calling, calling me to answer? Gonna keep on keeping on. I'm gonna stand up, take my people with me. Together we are going to a brand new home. Far across the river, can you hear freedom calling, calling me to answer? Gonna keep on keeping on. I'm gonna stand up, take my people with me. Together we are going to a brand new home. Far across the river, can you hear freedom calling, calling me to answer? Gonna keep on keeping on. I can feel it in my bones. I go to prepare a place for you. 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 Thank you.
That was amazing. Shall we give her another round of applause? It's not easy. It's not easy.
Wow. Such an angelic voice, you know. Like Ronke said, mommies and daddies, investments. Invest in her.
Account details will be provided at the end of the program.
Thank you. Okay, moving on. Next on the program, we'll be having remarks by Counseling Department and Brookhouse. It will be taken by none other, the head of counseling, the beautiful, charismatic,
eloquent,
courageous, Mrs. Olabisi Banjo.
Wow, that's quite an introduction. Thank you very much. Good afternoon, everyone. Is it afternoon? Oh, good morning. We're still in good time. Good morning, everyone, and thank you again for coming. And trust me, students, freedom is actually waiting for you all, because the university environment you are going into is an adult environment, and there is freedom. But that freedom, I always like to put in quotes, so that you don't get blown away by the freedom. But parents, nothing to worry about. In Bridge House, we instill focus, not just in academics, but in moral standing. We enable them follow their passion. You can see the example. I mean, they're still students. And look at the dexterity, the finesse in the singing, the talking, the confidence. It doesn't get better than this. And one of them said he doesn't want to brag. Trust me, brag. When you've achieved it, brag. That's the way the world will know. Just don't get swollen-headed. There is a difference. So when you project yourself, it's worth bragging about. And well done, students of 2021. Well done. My respect to all of you. Universities, get ready. As usual, we're releasing them to you. These are trailblazers. So get ready for them. You're playing your part. We have played our part, and they are coming. They will storm the university. But trust me, they are focused. You know it. We always release them well-focused. Young children, they come in here, we release them as adults. So all our partners that are watching, while I'm saying thank you for the partnership, I am saying congratulations because you are getting trailblazers. And I am sure there will be no disappointment. So for parents, please note the universities that are giving scholarships. We will again advise you when you come to counseling. There are a host of them. We have over 30 partner universities in the UK. I'm saying thank you to all of them, from Aston to Sheffield, to name them, Birmingham, to Nottingham Trent, to Nottingham University, to all the Russell Group universities. Not all of them give scholarships, but most of them would give a minimum of £1,000 off tuition for as long as you are coming from Bridge House College. And you'll get like a maximum of 50% of your tuition, some for that 1 year only, and on good performance, acceptable performance, which I'm sure that's what you'll get, you will actually get like 50% all through the years that you are there. You get 25%, you get £5,000 off, £3,000. Name it, you are getting them. And like Ronke said, hard work does pay. When you work hard, you get the results, and then you are benefited for it. So one thing I would like to do, because this has been, since the pandemic, it's been quite trying. There has been a lot of communication without us seeing the faces. I would just like you to see the faces of the counseling. Eniola, Ayomide, Helen, quickly, can we just see your faces, please? So that you see the faces that have been behind the good work. They have spent the whole year with your students, some of them 2 years with your students, and I just want to acknowledge them because in Bridge House Counseling, we work as a team. Thank you very much, guys. God bless you. And thank you, parents, for supporting us. Every time we're getting more and more, parents that are working with us, they don't insist on their kids must study this. We advise, we work together, and they get to understand that the kids study what is their best fit. That way, they go into the world well prepared. Thank you very much, everybody. Again, well done, students, and congratulations, universities.
Thank you so much, Ms. Banjo. Okay. Now we'll be showing the pre-recorded video of alumni congratulatory messages. Over to the technical crew.
Congratulations, class of 2021 Bridge House College. I am so proud of you. I just want to say well done for all your achievements. And the sky is not your limit. You don't have any limits. I just want to say that. I am Antoinette Nekoji. I graduated from Bridge House in 2013, and then I went off to study law at the University of Southampton. And after that, I went off to do my MBA. So I just want to say you have a wonderful foundation, have gone to Bridge House College. You have a strong foundation, which means that you are unstoppable. Wherever you find yourself studying, you better give it your best because you are coming from the best. And I would just say go with confidence, go with strength, know who you are.
I graduated with the class of 2012. So before I start, I just want to congratulate everybody for achieving this great feat. A big congratulations on your graduation. It's not an easy task at all to graduate, so congratulations. You made it this far. And you still have a very long way to go, by the way. I know a lot of people are going to their respective universities. A lot of you guys are going to go abroad, some to the UK, some to America, some to Canada. And I just wanted to say that the only advice I would like to give you guys is do not forget where you're coming from. From my experience, I have seen a lot of people get into university and get derailed. And I have seen a lot of people to get into university and do excellently well. And I hope you are part of the people that will do excellently well. Do not forget who you are. Do not forget the values you have learned while you are at Bridge House College. Do not forget what the things your parents have taught you. Aim to be the best as you move on in life, in university and beyond. I believe the sky is just your starting point, and I believe that everybody here is going to do great because of everything that you have learned while at Bridge House and in life in general. So I believe the sky is just your starting point, and I look forward to seeing every one of you at the top. Bye, guys. Congratulations once again.
Very much. You know, I like what she said. You are the best, and you're coming from the best. Thank you. Next on the program, remarks by the guest of honor. This is a man with profound profile. He's an officer in the Nigerian army. You should know, he's not a man to joke with. A fellow of 4 professional bodies, including the Institute of Chartered Accountants of Nigeria.
He has certificates in several military courses and has held several military positions in office. We are talking about none other than the Director of Defense Administration,
Defense Headquarters of Abuja.
Join us to welcome Major General Kamal Ishola Yusuf.
Thank you. The chairman of this occasion and other invited guests, the chairman and executive director, Bridge House College, the principal, teachers, as well as other admin staff, the graduating student of year 2021. When I received the invitation to be a guest of honor here, I wanted to put a call through to the chairman of the college, whether she was aware of my invitation, because I would definitely come here and be a little bit hard, but I will not be an anticlimax. When the chairman of the occasion was making her remarks, I listened to it, how sweet it was and how soft it was. So I remember I was an opposite. I will be a little bit hard. So let me start by thanking the authorities, management and staff, and students of this great college for inviting me as a guest of honor for this graduation ceremony. I feel very happy and elated to be among you today. I should churn out these young, energetic, brilliant, disciplined, handsome, and beautiful children. My journey with the Bridge House College has spanned over 10 years. And this became possible because of the level of academic performance and sincerity in training of young teenagers who needed a solid bridge to cross to a university, which is the last arena of academic and moral exploit for their first, second, and third degrees. Your college ambassador, Musakwelu Fulwa Yusuf, is my fourth biological child to pass through this college, apart from several referrals of the college to relatives, friends, and colleagues. I'm endeared to the college because of the high quality of academic impact and sincerity of assessment, which enabled me to fully discover the strengths and weaknesses of my children. This assisted me to make necessary adjustments that have yielded greater impacts in their lives. For example, my first son that passed through this place, I was able to know the direction he should go. Today, he's a lieutenant in the Nigerian Army. For the student graduating today, I thank God for giving you the strength to go through the academic rigors of the school. I also thank your parents who toiled day and night, both physically and financially, to see you through this stage of life. To yourselves, I congratulate you for enduring till the end. No endeavor is easy, particularly academic programs. You have done well, considering the disruptions of COVID-19 pandemic that affected academic calendar and the resultant inconveniences of compressed lectures, both physically and virtually at odd periods. May I request all students here and those with us virtually to stand up and clap for your lecturers and yourselves. Thank you, thank you, thank you very much. I have a few advice for the graduating students. As the name of your college suggests, you have only crossed a bridge from one academic level to the other. Where you are going is a higher calling that requires perseverance, discipline, and morality. Most of you have crossed or are about to cross 18 years of age, which is usually seen as the beginning of adulthood, particularly in Nigeria. It is the most difficult period of personal civilization, when you know less, but you think you know more. A journey that is still early, but you think you are close to your destination. If the adage that says life begins at 40 is true, then arithmetically, 18 is far from 40. So it is not yet time to start enjoying life. You are still students, and all your concentrations should be on academics for now. You have to be more determined, strategic, and focused from now. One major menace that is distracting almost everybody is the issue of time being wasted on social media. The information technology revolution is the best thing that has happened to the world. But how are you exploiting it? Is it for your destruction or your upliftment? I enjoin all parents to assist the graduating students to redirect their efforts positively on the exploitation of information technology. and the use of social media. Information technology is the future of life and the future of work, no matter your field of study or endeavor. Your destructive mindset should therefore be positive. I believe most of the graduate students will be proceeding to foreign countries for your university education. Why it is the desire of your parents to give you the best training in life, this love and care must not turn to regret. All we do as parents is to play our roles. You must play your roles as children or students so that your tomorrow can be all right. I always ask my children to tell me where my parents are now, and they will answer they are no longer alive. I would then tell them that my parents' effort on me and the role I played with the mercy of God led me to the top of my career as a Major General in the Nigerian Army today. If I had not heeded their instructions, the repercussions would have been on me now that I'm carrying my own load, including your college ambassador. So you must play your role. Don't imbibe wrong cultures. Don't take shortcuts. Don't cut corners, as they are two different things. Let morality be your watchword, because there is price and time for everything. Everything that is sweet has its dangers. Remember, tough situations don't last forever, but tough people do. You must conduct yourself with the higher degree of dignity, integrity, and self-worth. You must always display honesty, trustworthiness, and high moral rectitude in all your undertakings. Open your minds to corrections and maintain a calm, gentle, approachable, and outstanding dispositions. Do your best in all situations. God will be with you all as you navigate the world. Well, I want to add that some of you here are needed in the Nigerian military. I don't need to tell you that there's serious insecurity in our country. Some caused by ourselves, others caused by the environment we find ourselves. Because of our closeness to some countries around us, the split over of insecurity in those countries are part of what we are suffering today. I want to see some of you commanding troops in Sambisa Forest. I know you don't want to hear that. Thank you. Before I conclude, as you have met with your colleagues in Bridge House College, ensure you keep the contacts and relationships. You need each other now and in the future. Your wealth is not the amount of money or property you have, but the number of good people you know. Whatever wrong things you may have done to each other are mere youthful exuberances. So forgive each other and keep the communication line open. Remember, the future of Nigeria belongs to you, so you must put your best and experience together to make Nigeria great. Congratulations once again to the class of 2021, and I wish you the best in life. Finally, I thank every one of you for your rapt attention. God bless you all.
Thank you so much, sir. We really appreciate it.
Thank you very much, sir. I'll be willing to join the Nigerian Army after we talk. Something that really stood out to me when he was talking was when he said the saying, you've not reached the age of maturity until you're 40. I would like to pass down a message to our graduating students and my friends. Our parents have been through a lot of sacrifices. So we have to put in hard work in order for them to reap the benefits of their sacrifices. And they surely will. Thank you very much.
All good things must come to an end.
Definitely.
Therefore, to bring this program to a close, I would like to call on our executive director,
A lady who needs no introduction.
Mrs. F.K. Abdurazak. Please join me to welcome her on stage.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Parents, distinguished guests, friends, family, and our brilliant Bridge House College graduates. You will all agree with me today as being a very enlightening and inspiring day. On behalf of all of us at Bridge House College, I wish to thank all of you for your physical and virtual attendance at the 17th Prize Giving Day and Lecture. I've actually been receiving messages from all over the world, from people from America, Canada, everybody watching all over the world. Somebody actually said to me that, glad to have stayed awake. I've enjoyed every minute. Spending time with you and your excellent support staff has been thrilling. Simply worth every minute of my time. Huge congratulations to all. Your girls are simply amazing. A lot of people have been talking about my girls, but my boys are amazing too. Please give yourself a round of applause. You are amazing. It's just that, unfortunately, a good number of you didn't get the award. So next session, please pass it on. When you're sending it remarks and being part of the graduation, encourage them to also work harder so they too can get some of the awards and not all the girls clinching all the awards. I'm sure that would happen. So, the last 2 years have been, sorry about this. That's technology for you, Mr. Builder. I'm okay, thank you, thank you. The last 2 years have been unusual and challenging to the college, but remarkable in the response of our students and faculty. The general result of this set of students have been one of the best in the history of the college. And we are proud of all the students, particularly our prize winners, as well as the 5 students who won this year's Cambridge Learners Award. The credit for this performance also goes to the hardworking and diligent academic faculty and administrative members of staff under the inspiring leadership of our own Ayola Akinyeye. Let's give her another round of applause. Thank you so much, Ayo. Permit me at this stage to express our sincere gratitude to the chairman of today's event, Mrs. Yewande Zaccheaus, a very dear Aburo and friend of mine, for her presence and eloquent speech. I learned a lot from Yewande. Yewande, thank you so much. To our guest of honor, Major General Kamal Ishola Yusuf, we thank you for your presence and unique patronage of the college. We acknowledge the fact that 3 of your children have successfully passed through Bridge House College and congratulate you today on the graduation of the 4th, who happens to be the college ambassador. I remember very well when we were still in the old site, Major really did help us when it came to talk about discipline. He even offered to buy a belt, if I could remember, and said, look, if you can't discipline this young gentleman, let me come in and discipline them. I don't care what their parents will say. But I believe these days we don't use belt on them anymore. We can't even. Thank you so much, sir. To the guest speaker, whom we've all been privileged to listen to his brilliant speech, Inyolu Aboyeji, the entire college, thanks you not only for your presence, but also for your inspiring and enlightening address. We also note your prompt acceptance of our invitation, which was very kind of you. This espouses your quality as an exemplary youth leader who's enthusiastic about mentoring and uplifting the younger ones. I wish to recognize and thank all our special guests in attendance here, online, for their presence and time. And as Mr. Inyolua said, it's building, not disrupting. So thank you, Mr. Builder. We appreciate you. To our partner universities, I join Mrs. Banjo to once again acknowledge your support and partnership. We wish to thank Nubi Counseling. We can't write the history of Bridge House College and not mention Nubi Counseling, and Brook House College in particular, who have been a validating partner for over 15 years. And I cannot but express our deep appreciation to them as always. Giles, Rachel, Don, a big thank you to all of you. To our donors this year, namely Mr. Emeka and Mrs. Regina Onyurioa, one of our very supportive parents, a big thank you to you. Engineer Shola Damson, School Store Limited, Mrs. Sherifa Toki, Mrs. Yabo Tobun, Mrs. Shubowo Koniron, my darling OOB, Mrs. Banjo, and Mrs. Tijani Moturayo. Thank you all for your generosity as always. To our parents, most of whom are consistently patronize the college and are actively involved in our affairs. I love when parents come up with constructive criticism. I love when parents come in to advise us, to tell us what we're doing well and what we need to improve on. And I appeal to parents, please, we're here to listen to your comments, and you're most welcome when you do that. I say a big thank you to all of you. The continuous existence of the college is to your support and patronage. Now to our other members of staff, please permit me a few minutes to acknowledge all of them because they are really, really very important. I must say I admire the synergy between VP1 and 2. That's Mr. Wax and RBD. And this also is also exemplified by the heads of department, namely Mr. Obi, that's one of our own professors in the house, and Mr. Faremi, you call Mr. Powerful. I very much appreciate you and all members of the academic faculty, starting with the chemistry teachers, Mr. Alabi and Mr. Uko, maths, Mr. Obi and Mr. Dedokun, economics, Alagbakin Bulu and Mr. Quality Assurance, Mr. Sonny, biology, Mr. Ayode and Mr. Muta, psychology, Sir Alex and Mr. Pokola, what do you call him? Senior student. Sociology, also Mr. Pokola and Mr. Romoregbe. Law, Mr. Oresoy and Mrs. Agbola. Physics, Mr. Olulan or the bishop in the house, Mr. Kiton and Mr. Nyaun. ICT, Mr. Deyemi, Mr. Folabi, and Tosin Adebayo for all your multitasking efforts. Communication skill, Mr. Remu and Chinwe, thank you so much. Accounts, Mr. Kimbola, and Arts, Mr. Igbadia. I also thank the counseling team under the leadership of Mrs. Banjo, Eniola, Helen, and Ayomide. Thank you for the wonderful job and support you all give to Mrs. Banjo, your head of department. To the administrative department, I say big thank you to Mrs. Victoria Abdullahi, Mrs. Temitokwe Idonige. Temitokwe, you know I appreciate you. Our own Minister of Finance, Mrs. Doyin Kalejaye. Our Minister of State for Finance, Mr. Bosun Dukoya, and Mr. Taju Sati, as it's fondly called. To Mrs. Fatodu, Temitokwe, Elsie, thank you for all you do. And also the college nurses, Hope and Jane. Special acknowledgement goes to the house parents. Can you imagine? 130 teenagers under one roof, and you have a few people looking after them. You know what that means. It's not a mean feat. So to Mr. Harrison, Mr. Delekon, our own Mr. G, Ayaun Nochiri, Tosin, thank you all for the support to the students. I want to thank the college secretary, Olabisi Alimi, as well as the faculty officers, Mr. Francis, the pretty man, and Damilola. Thank you so much. I thank the kitchen members of staff under the supervision of Bolaji for the sumptuous meals. The environmental members of staff under the supervision of Vero. Security members of staff under the leadership of Mr. Thank God. Thank you for all you do. To all our consultants and service providers, we appreciate all of you. We thank all our drivers who are ever so careful and conscious of the safety of our students. Bumi, Jacob, and Dipo, thank you so much. I also want to appreciate the members of the graduation committee under the chairmanship of Mr. David Babashola Hosa. I know David actually has been waiting to hear this from me. Thank you to you and your team. And finally, the directors of the college who are here with us, Mobolaji, Mohamed Usman, Kamaldeen, and particularly the chairman, Mr. Alimi Abdulrazak. I say a very big thank you for giving guidance and direction. The college owes you a depth of gratitude. Kamal, thank you for flying in 2 days ago to rehearse with the students yesterday, and you're also here to see that everything is going on well, so I think we've done well and we've done you proud. He's the director of strategy and innovation, and he does a lot working from behind the scene. And to the students, what do I say? Go out there and be a world changer, solution provider, and a builder, like Inyolua said. The sky is your limit. I appreciate all of you. You've done very well. It's been a very good year. Seamless, you've behaved marvelously well, disciplined and everything. I really, really, unfortunately, I didn't have the opportunity to spend a lot of time with you because of the challenges of this period, but I hope next session for the AS student, we'll spend more time with them. And once again, thank you everyone, and let me call Kamal to say one or two things before we finally draw the curtains. Thank you.
So good afternoon, students. Good afternoon, everybody. So you've heard a lot of great things from our guest speakers, chairman, and everyone who's spoken here today. And I just wanted to share a few words with you in that I can relate a bit more, in that I'm closer to your age. So I'll say things are uncertain. You're graduating, you're going to university. It's going to be a new environment. Make the most of it, embrace it. When I went to university in the US, and I didn't want to go. You know, our parents know best for us, et cetera, et cetera. I challenged it, but at the end of the day, they made the right decision for me. I will add that, yes, we appreciate our parents, we appreciate their sacrifices, but at the end of the day, students, you're the ones living your life. You know what works best for you. Parents have your best interest at heart, but still, you're the one experiencing your lives. So seek their advice, take it in, take the advice of other people, take their opinions, and make your decision, come to your decision, because you know, you live the life, and you're going to really, yes, your parents will reap the benefits, but you're the one that's going to bear the consequences. So do what's best for you. I also want to say, you know, things change, so be able to adapt to change, make the most of it, and you start one career. After you graduate your university, you start a career, and you explore other things. So just explore your interests. As opportunities arise, take them. Don't be scared of opportunities, and yeah, make the most of it. And finally, yes, I want to say thanks, big thanks again to the parents for supporting your children in their endeavors here at Bridge House. Continue to be supportive of them as they go to university. Be open for them to be able to come and speak to you about any concerns, whether personal life related, professional related, and just always be supportive. You want to provide that environment for your children where, you know, you're one of the first people they come to regardless of the issues they face, whether it's financial, whether it's advice on what to do with their jobs, etc. And so, and also please stay in touch with each other and reach out to your alumni. When the time comes where you're looking for jobs, you have a lot of good alumni in good places. Ian has said he's come across them in the tech space. I also come across some of the alumni of Bridge House College around the world, wherever. And it's always nice to hear when they say, oh, they went to Bridge House. I didn't know that many people went to Bridge House. When I meet them, they're like, oh, I went to Bridge House College. I'm like, okay, how is it? And yeah, and they share their experience. And I will say, I'm also always championing for the best student experience for all of you here, behind the scenes. and anything that you can see that's fun and liberal, I'm always pushing for that behind the scenes. So please try and feed back to us on your experience here. I know it's been tough with COVID, but we always just want to improve the experience for the incoming classes. So yes, that's what we're trying to do here. It's not all just work, a little bit of pain, a little bit of fun. So thank you once again, and congratulations, and congratulations with your next steps in life. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mrs. Abdurazak and Kamal. And we would like to thank you again for making all of this possible. Shall we give a round of applause to our Executive Director?
Thank you very much, Ma. Thank you.
We actually have a special request from our Executive Director.
It will be a performance by our very own Fela again. He will be performing the song Fall by Davido. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up once again for Daniel Abel Ajala.
Money follow you, banana follow you, Prada follow you, 'cause I'm in love with you. Money follow you, banana follow you, paparazzi follow you, 'cause I'm in love with you. Yeah, are you done talking? Tell me, baby, are you done talking? Yeah, are you done talking? Tell me, baby, are you done talking? Yeah, are you done talking? Tell me, baby, are you done talking? Yeah, are you done talking? Tell me, baby, are you done talking? Yeah. I don't wanna be a player no more. Yeah, I don't wanna be a player no more. 'Cause my guys call me Cristiano, Mr. Ronaldo, I'm on Nintendo. 'Cause my guys call me Cristiano, Mr. Ronaldo, I'm on Nintendo. Money follow you, banana follow you, Prada follow you, 'cause I'm in love with you. Money follow you, banana follow you, paparazzi follow you, 'cause I'm in love with you. If I offend you, if I offend you, because sorry, oh baby, take out. Sorry, oh baby, take out. I'm in love with you. I'm in love with you, oh baby. Nothing of it to change, nothing of it to change, If I talk, then go say I dey talk. Yeah. Tell me why then they use Panadol for our headache. Yeah. How I go chop if my baby no chop? They want to spoil our market. Yeah. I don't wanna be a player no more. Yeah. I don't wanna be a player no more. 'Cause my guys call me Cristiano, Mr. Ronaldo, I'm on Nintendo.
explosive.
Jerusalem, ikayalami, ngilondoloze, uhambenami, zungangishilana. Jerusalem, ikayalami, ngilondoloze, uhambenami, zungangishilana.
Hey, what's up, Africa? What's up, Nigeria? It's your boy, J-Snare, you know. I'm here live and direct at the Unique Studio, chilling with DJ Majesty. DJ Majesty, give it to them.
Look into my eyes, see pain and sacrifice. What's this on my mind? Trying to survive.
Eyes on my lips. Many days I never sleep. Every day I'm chasing good life. Taya, roller coaster, never tire. Sender, you wish me back. Sender, I never come down, going higher. Shoni Sisi, load down, cash out, Onimaga, Bilam, small money, ball out, Usain Bolt, run am, you get the show clients, lock am, if you no get money, leave am, EFC symbol, Japa, Shoni Sisi, load down, cash out, Onimaga, Bilam, small money, ball out, Usain Bolt, run am, you get the show clients, lock am, if you no get money, leave am, EFC symbol, Japa, yeah, la come on, location, my life. Come on, location, my life. Black, for me, see them and change.
lọ ṣe ló gbàgbé money tó lọ tẹ̀lé nẹ́gì. Orí kókè lọ́kàn, ó fẹ́ kí gbó kàn. Ó fẹ́ ṣiṣẹ́ àbùkù ló fẹ́ kàn.
Okay. Fonia kitle tumuke, omukele baradelite. Uskili makutse, uskili. Fonia kitle tumuke, omukele baradelite. Uskili makutse, uskili. Skanju the one around you. Do never jango. Do nale mubantu. Force slow like I'm a rango. Skita lunila. Kasta sera ikuswa outside like a toga ituwa.
Go to buffet, they might get sick of my little back. Body on check. I thought I don't know you the pepper, them no, you don't matter. Can't sing over, I want to put the red, the go on my shit. I don't want to hear shit. I don't want to hear say you there with another man. If you ever go on check, I know like I'm if I see you with another man. I don't want to hear shit. I don't want to hear say you there with another man. If you ever go on check, I know that one I saw you with nobody. Money, but he no joke. Tula, as we assemble, oh yeah, assemble. This one I get better.
Shocker, the shibby. Mandema, I'm all logo, Mandema, I'm all better, Mandema. You can call me small doctor.
Any paper and not be up. Tula carry, I want go all and I want go all and I want go all and girl, you're mine, baby, call me wine. I'm ta, make her call me wine. No be say they don't get money, but you know Joe, I'm over 30 days,
Over.
Olama. Me what is surprise, put it for best. Ekwe me Lajiba best. Aye, Motu Babo street. Ekwe me Lajiba street. No man, king is sweet. Kayamata, Ajako sweet. See, aye, opo. I told you to see. You can call me small doctor. I give it your gala. I love you, I get your more better. I'm more so, I'm your teacher. Aye.
Talo sọ pé kò fọ̀kẹ́, OPP ó pọ̀pá, OPG ó pọ̀gàn. Talo sọ pé kò fọ̀kẹ́, OPP ó pọ̀pá, OPG ó pọ̀gàn.